Welcome dear student. So today we shall learn about Newton's first law of motion from class 9. Student, again this is a very important video because this video is related to laws of only first law of Newton, motion. Okay, so let's learn. Alright, so what could be the reason for the following? So here some conditions are given and we have to tell the reason of the particular condition. So first is a static object does not move without application of a force. That means in the first case an object is at rest position and it will not move until we apply some external force. Next condition is the force which is sufficient to lift a book from a table is not sufficient to lift the table. That means the force which is required to lift a book from a table, it is not equal or it is not equal to the force that is required to lift the table. We know na, to lift a book there will be lesser force will be applied and to lift a table there will be greater force will be applied. And next condition is fruits on a tree fall down when its branches are shaken. That means when the branches are at rest position, when the branches will not shaken, the fruits will be on the tree only. But when the branches will be shaken by air or external force, what happened? The fruits will be fallen down from a tree. Next is an electric fan keeps on rotating for some time even after it is switched off. That means when we switched off the fan, what happened? It will rotate for some time. So what is the reason behind it? Student, if we look for reason for the all the above conditions, we realize that objects have some inertia and we have learned that inertia is related to mass of the object. Now student, what is the inertia? So in our previous slide we have seen that all the conditions are related to the inertia, but what is it? Let's see. Okay, so inertia is a property of matter by which it remains at rest position or in uniform motion in the same straight line unless acted upon by some external force. Alright, so it is measured by the mass of an object. The heavier the object, the greater will be its inertia. And Newton's first law of motion also called as a law of inertia. So student, just understand all the sentence by alongside picture. So in alongside picture you can observe the at right hand side one a coin is kept above the glass on the cardboard paper, right? And in the left hand side picture we can observe the particles are moving in a straight line. So what is it? It is the inertia only. That means the coin which is placed on the cardboard above the glass, it will be at rest position only. But if we will apply some external force, then what happened? Then only it will move into the glass, okay, or it will fall into the glass. But the balls, blue particles which are moving in a straight line, that means these are the uniform motion. This will be at motion only unless there will be external force will be applied. Okay, so in one case the coin will be above the glass only. Okay, it will at rest position only unless external force will apply. And in the blue balls condition, what happened? The particles will be continue, their motion will be continue. But when we apply some force, then only the motion, uniform motion of the particles will be stopped. So this is the inertia. What is inertia? Again I am repeating, if particular object will be at rest position, it will be at rest only unless external force will be applied. But if the particles are moving in a straight line or uniform motion is there in along a straight line, the motion will be continue unless external force will be applied. Okay, so this is the inertia and it is measured by the mass of the object. If the mass of the object is heavier, then inertia will be greater, and if the mass of the object is less, the inertia will be less. Okay, and Newton's first law of motion also called as a law of inertia. Now let's see what is the Newton's first law of motion. Alright, Newton's first law of motion. So student, here you must have played tug of war, right? So long as the forces applied by both the sides are equal, that is balance force. Now here you can observe the two pictures. Okay, in above picture you can observe the force applied by both the sides, that means right side and left side are equal. Why? Because here the force applied is 300 Newton and here also 300 Newton. Okay, so this, when the forces of both the sides will be equal, this is called as a balance force. Okay, but in the below picture what happened, on the other hand, when the applied forces become unequal, so on the left side forces are more, that is 400 Newton, and on the right side force is less than the left hand side. So right hand side force is 300 Newton. So when the applied forces become unequal, that is unbalanced force, a net force gets applied in the direction of the greater force and the center of the rope shift in that direction. So this is what we call balanced force, when the both side force will be equal, and this is in unbalanced force when both side force will be unequal. Okay, that means one part it is greater, one part it is lesser. Newton's first law of motion. So this is what is Newton's first law of motion. Let's study. An object continues to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. Alright students, so this is same as the definition of inertia, and that's why Newton's first law of motion is also called as law of inertia. Okay, so this is the same. That means if the object will at rest position, the position of rest it will be continue unless external force will be applied. But if the particle or if the object will in uniform motion along a straight line, its motion will be continue unless an external unbalanced force will be applied. Okay, so to understand this, let's take an example here. We can see that a boy is standing next to a basket. Okay, so basket is at rest position. Why? Because no external unbalanced forces apply. But on the next side here we will see that a boy is applying some force on to the basket, then only the basket will able to move. So at first condition where basket is at rest position, in next condition basket will be in a motion condition. Okay, so this is unbalanced force applied, that's why basket is able to move along a straight line. Okay, so student, when an object is at rest or in uniform motion along a straight line, it does not mean that no force is acting on it. That means you can, in the picture on the screen you can observe a ball is at uniform motion or at rest position, but that no means that no force is there. But here you can observe forces are there. One applied force is there and next is the friction forces are there. Okay, and in next picture you can observe actually there are number of forces acting on it, but they cancel one another so that the net force is zero. In the next picture you can observe the particle is at rest position, but many more forces are there. First is applied force, that means we will apply some force, that is applied force, normal force, force of friction, and next is the force of gravity. This is the force of gravity is related to the Earth's gravitational force. Okay, that means the ability of Earth to attract every other object towards itself. This is the force of gravitation. Okay, so many more forces are there and that's why they cancel one another so that the net force is zero and the particle will be at rest position or in uniform motion. So Newton's first law of motion explain the phenomena of inertia, that is the inability of an object to change its state of motion on its own. When we apply some external force, then only its motion or its rest position will be changed. Okay, and it is also explains the unbalanced forces which cause a change in the state of an object as at rest or in uniform motion. And all instances of inertia are examples of Newton's law of motion. So student, I hope you all have understood Newton's first law of motion. It is also called as the law of inertia, and next two laws we will continue in our next session. Thank you, students.